Hey there, welcome back to Move Mountains Pilates and your 21-day Pilates challenge. My name is Jess and big congrats on making it to day 20. You only have one more day after today. I'm so proud of you. Today we're gonna make it count with a glutes and ab workout using the mini stability ball. Now, I will warn you, some of the things we're doing today are a little bit crazy, a little bit tricky to do, so do what you can. I offer you lots of options throughout, so you do not need to do everything exactly as I do it. You do it without the ball, you could do it just in a different way altogether. Listen to your body throughout this, okay? I hope over these last 20 days you've really learned to do that, learn to do what's best for your body instead of pushing yourself in ways that actually don't serve you, right? So that being said, I would love to hear how you found this challenge. We're on day 20, you only have 2 more left, but let me know in the comments, how have you been feeling? Have you noticed any differences in your day-to-day, in your posture? Have the workouts felt easier because you've been getting stronger? Have they felt harder because I've been making them harder? I don't know, let me know. Let me know how you're doing. Let me know the benefits you found from doing this challenge. I would love to hear. And of course, if you haven't already subscribed, I would so appreciate it. And if you could give this video a big like and that comment, that really helps my channel, and that way other people can find this challenge and future challenges as well. Now, let's go ahead and get started. I think we're starting on your hands and knees, so I'll see you there. Okay, so first and foremost, we get to settle into a shell stretch with the ball underneath the hands. Take a big breath or two. Mentally prepare for your workout today. Appreciate yourself for coming onto your mat. Then, I want you to just roll the ball towards you as you sit your bum on your heels, sitting tall. Then roll it away, kind of fingertip walk it away, and do that a couple of times. Exhale, scoop your belly, resist rolling the ball in. Inhale, reach it forwards. So rounding like a cat as you roll it in, lengthening out as you roll it out. And we'll just go for a couple more like this. Okay, then we're going to set up our knees on top of the ball. So, knees are together right on top. If this doesn't feel good or doesn't work with the ball you have or whatever it might be, you can just do it without, of course. Hands and knees together right on top, toes are tucked on the floor. Hands are on the floor as well, underneath shoulders. From there, we're doing some walkouts. So all I want you to do is step one hand at a time forwards. Good luck stepping both hands at a time forwards, and then walk one hand at a time back in. It's one of the things I've noticed lately with some of the things I'll cue when I teach, or even just the way we speak in the English language. We say a lot of random little details that don't matter. Like, of course, you're not going to step out with 2 hands at once, but for some reason, we feel the need to say it. Anyways, as you're doing this, try to avoid rocking side to side. You want to walk so far out that your hips open and you find one long line from your knees to your head. You're in a modified plank position with your knees on the ball. Squeeze those glutes as you open the hips forwards, and you should feel the front of your abs turn on. If you don't, you're probably just not in that long line. It shouldn't matter how strong you might be. What matters is you're hitting that long line properly. Now, chances are you've been stepping forwards with the same hand each time. Now lead with your other hand, just to make sure you're super even. And we'll try just another 2 of those. Your next one, just hold it. Hold that modified plank. Push the floor away from you. Zipper up through your core and squeeze those glutes. Head and chest are lifted forwards, looking towards the top end of your mat, even maybe a little bit further forwards than that. Take a couple deep breaths. And then if you're feeling adventurous, maybe you can tap one hand to the opposite shoulder. You will shift side to side here, but try to limit how much you do. Just 4, 3, 2, maybe a bonus so that you're even. And then you can walk yourself back in. Good job. That's a tough one. No worries if that wasn't possible for you today, you'll get there. Now, we still have more work to do there. So, let's walk out again. And this time you have some push-ups. So, you're in your modified plank. At least it's not a full. When you're ready, inhale, lower down, exhale, press up. Let's do 5 total. Elbows can either stay narrow by you or stick out to the side. I'll let you choose. One more time. Walk it back in. One more round of those. A little bit of arm and chest action before we get right into deep abs and glutes. 5 again. Abs are working the whole time to hold you in that long line. One more time. And back off. Okay, now getting deeper into your abs, we have reverse crunches. So, knee tucks, you might also call them. We're gonna walk ourselves out into that plank position. This time, toes come off the floor. You're pointing your toes behind you. Then you're gonna push through your arms, roll the ball in, tuck your knees to your chest, then roll it out and away. Exhale, push through your arms. Get your bum up in the air nice and high. And if this doesn't work, just do what you can. Maybe you go into one of those other options. Aim for up to 5 more. Tricky, tricky. And I know your ball might be quite small. So again, if this doesn't work, that's okay. Last 2. One more time. And then we get to climb off the ball. Hello, welcome to your workout today. We got to make this one really good. It's our second last workout and tomorrow is Sunday. So we're going to make tomorrow a little bit more gentle, but today, not so much. Catch your breath. Okay. And then from there, let's go ahead and take a seat with the ball behind your low back. You want to shove it pretty close to your tailbone today. And then you're kind of lounging against it. This will depend on how slippery your pants are for sure. Find a good spot. Arms can either reach forwards or be down, hands behind the head, whatever you want. Let's just start by lifting onto your tiptoes there. Then exhale, kick one leg straight. Inhale, bend, exhale, kick your other leg straight. If you're finding it hard to balance on your tiptoes, no worries, you can do it from your heels too. It's just gonna be more of a balance challenge and therefore more of an ab challenge if you're on your tiptoes. Your low back is scooped into the ball, but you're also kind of reaching your chest towards your knees. That's gonna help to keep the ball in that spot. And if the ball does not want to stay in that spot, that's okay. Find a spot that feels good for you. Even if it's your upper back, you can still do the motions. And if you don't have a ball, just try sitting like this without the ball. We'll do 4 more. I hope you feel your abs working hard just to hold you here. I sure do. Then we're gonna add in a twist. Same exact leg motion, but this time let's do either hands behind the head or arms reaching forwards, hands together. As you lift one straight leg, you're gonna twist towards it a little bit. Switch that side to side. Keeping the hands centered to the heart if you're reaching through arms. Twisting from your waist. My ball is slowly going up my low back a little, and that's okay. It feels good where it is, so Feel free to adjust if needed, of course. I actually feel like my ball has now settled into a better spot. We'll go 4, 3, 2. Last one, you're holding it there, you're pulsing. Scoop up and deeper into your abs. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Change sides. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome job. We have one more thing. Maybe 1.5 more things. You need some space behind you. I'll move forward just to make sure. And then this may or may not work for you. If it doesn't feel good, go back to anything else or bring the ball up higher. I'm gonna do arms across the chest, and then you're going to melt down and over into the ball. To do that, make sure you scoop your belly. Try to really squish into the ball, and then carefully and slowly lean back. If you prefer one or both hands behind the head, that's fine. Whatever works. Then nod your chin, scoop your way back up. Try to lift your chest at the top a little. Again, this may or may not work for you. It requires a lot of back mobility and strength. Good thing we strengthened our backs yesterday. But whatever does work. If you want to just go back a little bit, then crunch up, that's fine. This is not going to be for everybody. So listen to yours. Listen to what your body needs. Now, whatever motion you're doing, maybe add in a twist. So instead of coming up through center, maybe you turn to face one of your thighs. Rolling down through center. Exhale, scoop and twist up at the top. Let's try 4, 3, 2. One more time. And then you'll sit yourself off. I'm gonna take a butterfly stretch because my body's telling me to. I hope you listen to your body there. Again, that's definitely not one that's gonna feel good for everybody. It might not be because you're not strong enough. It could just be your neck or your back don't like moving in that way. So I hope you don't feel like you need to do everything I tell you to, because you absolutely do not. I'm just trying to teach you how to do Pilates and how to be more in tune to your body to make it work better for you, right? Let's move on. Now, we have some side lying work, and today we're using the ball for that. Now, instead of using the ball maybe underneath our ribs like we've done before, or between the ankles, things like that, we're gonna put the ball underneath our hip. This is gonna require you to stabilize on your bottom shoulder. So again, if that doesn't work for you, lie down flat on your side instead, and you can do all of it just lying down flat. You're gonna listen to your body today, right? Now, put the ball right underneath your hip if you're going there. Literally underneath the side of your hip. You should be able to balance pretty well on it. Your bottom elbow is underneath your shoulder, and we're gonna glide that shoulder away from the ear and lift the bottom ribs like there's a fire underneath your ribs you gotta lift up and away from. Your legs are long and strong, ideally. You can have your bottom knee bent if you're just too wobbly. Otherwise, flex your bottom ankle, and that bottom ankle will help with your stability too. Again, let's lift up that bottom waist because it's gonna continuously want to slouch down. Top leg reaches long. We lift and lower. Maybe you point your toes on the way up, flex the ankle on the way down. Just keep your leg long and strong, watching that you're just lifting to the point where you're not compromising your shoulder stability, okay? No doing this. If you're doing this, get off the ball, okay? I'd rather you be flat on the floor than for you to sink and lose that stability. It's gonna feel way better if you're just down on your side, if that's the case. Exhale, lift, inhale, lower. Reaching long out of that top leg. That reach is gonna help you to reach your ribs away from the floor and prevent you from sinking in that shoulder. I'm gonna remind you of that a million times throughout this series. Now, if your neck is bugging you, it might feel nicer to look down at your bottom elbow. Or top hand could always hook around the side of your head and kind of hold it up. Whatever works. We have 2 more like this. This last one, hold the leg, lift it up, and then can you kick your leg forwards and plow it back? Or bend your knee and stomp. Either or is fine. Both are gonna challenge your balance a lot, so whatever feels good for you. If you gotta do that with your bottom knee bent, go for it. That will help you out a ton. Fighting to stay strong and stable on the ball. Glutes and abs. That's exactly what you're using here to help you stay stable. Glutes and abs. We have 4 more. 3, 2, 1, and pulse it backwards. Press it back like you're trying to press your heel into a wall or something. You're keeping the front line of your body really tight, abs tight in the front so that there's no arching in your back. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo. And we're not done yet. You can slump down for a second here. You're doing a side plank sort of thing from here. So, ball underneath that bottom hip. Now again, if this doesn't work for you, keep going on your side, keep going with some top leg stuff instead. Otherwise, if it works, we're going up. Ball underneath your hip, same start position, and same options, either bottom knee bent with the top leg long or legs long. You could either do feet stacked or feet staggered. Staggered might feel a bit more stable. Ground down through that bottom shoulder, lift the waist, and then can you almost lift off the ball? Then lower, and then almost lift. We don't want our balls rolling away, but we do want to work the bottom waist and bottom shoulder a little bit. 5. Whatever you want to do with that top arm. I feel like the reach up for me is helpful. 2, 1. And then we're going to take that ball into our hands and hold our side plank up there. So I think I'll stagger my feet for this one. Lift, grab your ball, reach it to the sky, thread the needle. Exhale, take the ball under. Inhale, open. Maybe you do a tiny twist as you take the ball under, lifting your waist high to fit the ball underneath. Just for 3, 2, 1. Lower yourself down. Woo! Done that side. Awesome work. Whatever option you chose there, that was a lot of work and you did it. Give yourself anything you need right now. And then we gotta do it again on the other side. Take your time finding that perfect positioning. Try to match exactly what you did on the first side, even if this side's different. If it's stronger, I'd rather you be balanced, right? So get that bottom shoulder away from the ear, lift up out of that bottom waist, and then top leg only up and down. And that top leg is gonna be quite sore from the other side because your bottom glute works a little bit for your stability, but then as soon as we go into that side plank, that bottom glute works a ton. So this now top glute is already tired. But that's okay, we're strong, we can get through this. We've already done 20 days straight of Pilates. Of course we can do this one. We're so strong. We only have 2 more. And then hold it up, kick forwards and back. Are you sinking in that shoulder? You better not be. Lift that waist. We have 5 more of these. You've got this. 3, 2. Last one, we hold that leg pressed back and we pulse. 10, 9, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You can slump for a second. Woo. Almost there. We have to get the side planks over with, but then we will move on. You're doing fantastic. Let's prove to ourselves how strong we are by getting through the rest of this. Reset. And we're doing those little hip dips. So when you're ready, try to hover off the ball and then rest into it. Exhale, almost lift. Inhale, lower. Bottom waist and bottom glute here. Five more. Each time you lift, that shoulder glides away from your ear more. 2, 1, and then we have to thread the needle. Get ready. Let's get it over with. We're so close to the end. Lift up, lift that ball. Exhale, thread it under. Inhale, open. We just have 6 total. 4. A little scoop through that belly as the ball goes under. 2, 1. No more side planks. Woohoo! No more side planks at all in this challenge. Soles of your feet together. Butterfly. Any sort of motions that feel good for you. And then we're gonna lie down. That sounds good, right? Now you need room for your legs to move around there. We're gonna lift up and shove the ball underneath your tailbone. Find a spot where you can balance. Connect through your core and lift your legs up in the air, tabletop. Then we're gonna go figure 4. Cross one ankle over the knee, let the legs cave in. See, that's another one of those little phrases that we say where it's like, oh, I actually don't need to say that. Like ankle over opposite knee, I used to say a lot. I try not to say it too much now because it's like, why do I say that? Like, you're not gonna put your ankle over the same knee. Anyways, those are the things I think about. What do you think about? Take a big breath and then switch legs. Now, doing your figure 4 on the ball, it's going to give you a deeper stretch. How good does this feel? Gravity is helping you to go deep into your stretch. One more big breath. And then we're going to do more ab work here. Legs lift up, tabletop. You should feel balanced on the ball. Exhale, send one leg long, and then switch. Hold your imprint sensation. You don't have anything to ground your low back down into, but you've got the connection through your ribs and hips, which is really what imprint is. Having the floor underneath you gives you feedback, but that's not what determines an imprint. So if when you try to imprint, you can't get your low back down, that's okay. That doesn't mean you're not there. It just means your back doesn't go all the way down when you're in your imprint. Anyways, make sure you're holding your imprint even though your low back's not down. And we'll try another 2 or 3. And then we'll progress to doubles. Exhale, can you reach both legs out? Inhale, return. Exhale, reach. You'll notice I automatically have my hands on my fingers. That doesn't make sense. I automatically have my hands on my ribs and my hips so that I can hold my imprint really steady, not allowing the ribs to pop up as the legs reach out. Now, if you want more, keep your legs straight. Lift and lower straight legs. And then if you want more than that, add in a reverse crunch. Not as intense as those knee tucks we did in our planks, but instead, trying to lift your bum almost off the ball, reaching your toes to the sky. Press down through those upper arms. Now, the nice thing about having the ball for this is you can't use momentum. It forces you to slow down so you don't lift too high where the ball is going to leave you. Instead, you press into your arms and really reach the toes up, getting into those lower abs. Now, this also works with knees bent. If hip flexors are yelling, do what you need. We're going to try 5 more. If your ball moves around, feel free to move it. 3, 2, last one. And then you'll remove your ball one way or another and sit yourself up. You can do that in a fun way like I did, or take your time. We're getting up to our feet. We're almost done, but it wouldn't be a glutes and abs workout without lunges. Sorry to break the news to you. Now, let's start by holding the ball in your hands. Standing towards the top end of your mat, you have some space in front of you. We're gonna just step one leg back, reaching the ball forwards, try to find your balance. Stand and change sides. As you step back, I want you to hinge forwards. Maybe you reach the ball to the floor. Just a couple more, getting used to these lunges. And then let's stay on one side. Find your balance, go down, and step your left foot back. Reach the ball forwards. From there, we'll scooter. You're gonna bring the ball to the knee, reach it out. Maybe your toe goes up in the air as you bring your ball to the knee. Tapping the toe on the floor as you reach it out. Fighting to stay low. Can you go lower? 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it, pulse. You're pulsing because of your front leg. Holding the ball above your head. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we'll change sides. Go down, step out, exhale, tuck, inhale, reach. Staying low. Four more, can you go lower? Notice how much your abs are working here just to hold you stable. Last time, and we hold, and we pulse up and down because of the front leg. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stand up, shake it out. We have just a little bit more. This time, I would suggest being close to a wall. I think I'll turn around and use my twinkle light wall. Now, we'll try putting your front heel on top of the ball. So, just the heel will go on the ball. It takes a second to find the perfect spot. Heel on the ball, toe on the floor, the ball shoved underneath your heel, squished down. Depending on how inflated your ball is and all that, it might not work. In which case, just do it without. Otherwise, try to find your balance. We're gonna lunge up and down. Step your back leg in and down. You go up and down as you step in and out. Holding on to a wall as much as you need to, or maybe you can let go. Working your balance here a ton. I noticed a lot of you skip that balance workout. I'm calling you out for it because I know balance seems like whatever, I don't need to work on my balance, I want to work out. Through working your balance, you end up getting such a good workout, specifically such a good glute workout. So if you didn't do that balance day, like a week or so ago, do it. Especially if you like these glute workouts, that one's great for that. So don't underestimate your balance challenge. Anyways, that's my little rant. 2 more. Last one, we hold it. Then let's scooter the back leg in and out. Tapping the toe. That front glute's working hard because of that balance challenge. 5, 4, can you go lower? 3, 2, 1, stand up. Second side. Take a second, find that perfect spot. And then we're stepping down, going up and down. Go as slow as you need to. Hold on as much as you might need to. 5, 4, 3, 2, and we hold, and we tap in and out, scooters. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that's it. All right. Awesome work today. We did some crazy things. I hope you listened to your body and did what served you and didn't do what didn't, but I hope regardless you found an awesome challenge, and maybe you just give this video a save for later, especially if you struggled with some of the things. Go back to it again down the road after you've kept committing to your fitness journey and you're stronger, and then see how your body does with a workout like this later on. Anyways, thank you for being here. 20 days in, I so appreciate you guys, and I will see you back here tomorrow for your last day. Bye.